I guess Marcus said he will be here on Sunday. Maybe he meant Sunday next week.
When will you be here? Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, he said Sunday. I assume he meant tomorrow, not a week from now. Maybe he meant a week from now, though. Well, maybe something came up. Whatever.
I don't
Usually
think
people aren't. Yeah.
I don't think some of them guys may not have the map.
Okay.
They will have the office round, I guess.
Yeah, I said this before they came on. I could have if they didn't want it, but I don't know.
Force them to download it.
Yeah, it's such a good map. It really was. I mean, you had your own map, but it's so cool. Plus, we played a lot of classics. I'm actually playing the classics right now. I don't want to play the classics. I mean, whatever. I played like old. Yeah, it is getting later. That's here at 6 o'clock. But with the new custom, usually it goes down and then it'll go back up again. So we'll see. We'll see if people take the time to download it. It's so good. If we don't go to settle, we gotta go and to a thing that setting. I mean, there was a time. I mean, happened a few years ago. What if nobody ever said happened? And that's one of the really fun. Yeah.
It's always a map that always feels like this.
I mean, one reason why I feel is more comfortable. This one is a little better with fewer players, so even if people don't download it, we'll still be able to. We should be able to play an okay. I mean, not well. I would like a little more than this, but it should be okay. It's not a bad cedar map in that sense, so we can play it with under 10. I was hoping for more. Well, let's just give it a chance. I think it's so good though. It's definitely getting people to download it. It's stable so far. Tanks, planes, and infantry. Combat. I don't know if I'm thinking. Well, they can give feedback. That's the problem. People don't talk about it, so I really think it's better. Okay.
There's a bug. I found multiple bugs actually.
Oh wow, you should be a beta
the
tester.
railway bridge at the railguard
Yep.
just ends nowhere, and side of the open there's a lot of
Oh, the ladder line. That's a little bit hard to get. The bridge, I mean,
yeah, so it is around here to get to the railguard behind.
yeah, that's a bit
You
of
can see it.
you go to the kind of like they end up never. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I expected that it would be a bit weird because it's the end of the map, but
Yeah. No. I mean, we can always do it more beta testers. I did fix a bug on it. It just depends on some of these older ladders.
Okay.
Well, I guess that is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty good to catch. Oh well. Too late now. Well, hopefully
Yeah, the
people
map
won't
is
go
out.
out
It's
that.
today.
Yeah. Hopefully people won't go out that far. Yeah, I agree. I'm not quite down to the local version. That's color. That's color.
You know, Relic, over the years, I always wished we could get a bigger U.S. player base on here. At least 20 at this time. You know, that would be
Yeah.
nice. And
That, yeah, yeah,
back in the day, I'd always try to get other players I
yeah.
played with to download Forgotten Hope. They said they would, but they just never would do it.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's definitely the best game I played. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's 10 years in. Most games I get bored of in about a year or two. I mean, I played like Call of Duty. I don't know if I can go back to that because I did spend years playing that kind of, twitchy round after round. The first, I can't do that anymore. I mean, I can do it a little bit, but I don't think it's like playing I can do it for a round. I don't know why I'd want to get back into it like they've
Oh,
done.
it's horrible.
Yeah. I just feel horrible going on. It's like waiting for the person to come around the corner, then you shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head again. Every round it's the same. Throw a grenade, one where you know they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
The constant med
Yeah.
kits, healing each other, jumping up and
Mm-hmm.
down, then
I'll get that, yeah.
throwing X packs everywhere. The
Oh,
C4.
yeah. The lame bullshit. That's the thing is it disintegrates into lame bullshit. People get tired of that, so then they start to do crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, they jump around and do weird stuff.
Oh, and nades take out the tanks.
Yeah, just sit next to an ammo box and throw grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I think some people just didn't like the fact that you had to go back and reload your plane. You know, a lot of the plane whores in regular 1942. You
Oh,
know,
that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, people just, like I said, realism. I mean, that's the problem. People just get so into it, then it's like, well, no, that slowed planes down a lot. Like I said, it didn't make sense to make bombs. Like, to me, it just seemed weird to make bombs weak and then give a fighter like 8 bombs. It just doesn't make any
mm-hmm.
sense. It's just like pure, like, what's the rationale for that? I don't understand it.
Yeah, make bombs weak, but give a plane ton of bombs.
Mm-hmm.
That could maybe carry one.
Forgotten Hope is what the game should have been.
Yeah. That's what Battlefield 42 could and should have been.
Yeah. Then there would have been a mod, though. It would have been like called,
Imagine the quality of Forgotten Hope if the original Battlefield already was like Forgotten Hope.
No, they wouldn't have done anything then. They would have made it and they would have kept everything the same because it would be so awesome. It was perfect. You can't make it better. You could
Would they have made a Road to Rome or a Secret Weapons?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Road to Rome did have some neat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, compared to the original game, it kind of under-delivered. It was like, Battlefield was amazing, and like Road to Rome was like 4 extra maps with Italians. It was like, what?
Yeah, a few extra maps, a little bit of extra equipment, but no real game changer.
Yeah, yeah. And people weren't very familiar with the Italian army. Like, everyone's heard of a Sherman that's in the war. And T-34s and that shit. People have heard of battle. I never heard anybody that had, like, no relevance. I mean, even people that are into World War II. I mean, unless you're into Italian tanks, you don't know the M13, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if you're into Italian tanks, then you know about Italian tanks. But that's it.
I mean, I would look. They're definitely, but it's kind of. I don't think anybody else. The Tiger. It's like even people that never heard of World War II have heard of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean the Tiger is legendary because also its effectiveness was greatly over-exaggerated, and even the Allies believe that every other tank is a Tiger.
It got a reputation. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was pretty well deserved. Though.
Yeah, when it was right, it was quite good, but when
they
used
introduced
the wrong
it,
way, it failed.
Yeah.
Also, it had its mechanical problems.
What?
They introduced it when they introduced it at Taberba. I mean, most tanks have issues though. When they introduced it at Taberba, the British lost like 50 tanks. It was a massacre.
Whole
It
thing
was
is
really bad.
what I don't get with the Nazi Germany, you know, during World War II is how in the hell did they lose tank battles? I mean, yeah, the Americans and Russians got improvements, but they had Panthers and Tigers.
The Panthers were an answer to the T-34.
And King,
also, the Panthers had quite some problems with reliability.
And the King Tigers, and the, you know what I mean? It's like hard to believe that they.
And the King Tigers, they had constant problems with everything because it was way too heavy tank for everything, for the whole drivetrain and the tracks and suspension.
It's just like, wow, you would think they'd just blow everybody away with that much power. Ooh.
He was saying he found the old downloads. Great. Yeah, you could even download.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
there's a ton
good.
on that website. That's cool. Cool. 7 players, that should be enough. I don't know what happened with the France event. I feel like these guys just don't like France event, but I asked them about it. They didn't. Nobody said it's a bad idea. You know, I don't know why. And it's not like they're just players. They're part of PFC. So, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's just hard when people don't give you any feedback and then they don't show up for things when they're part of like their inner team. Like I don't expect players. I mean that's typical. It's like if you say you want to go see a movie and then everyone's like, I don't know. Nobody wants to go. That's typical. Nobody wants to say I don't want to go watch it. It's just how people are. But it's different if you're a sports team and you're like, let's go to the final, and then everyone's like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I've got to go. I got to go watch it. Go watch television that day. My favorite show is ending. Nice. I guess it is on there. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Exploding sheep? What?
Yeah. Yeah. There's Phil loves this map. It's called
There's some
Stonehenge.
wild things out there.
Yeah, it's just Stonehenge, but it's actually, honestly, I thought it was dumb.
I've actually thought about watching the World War II in color documentary again sometime soon.
Okay, I haven't seen that actually.
It's amazing.
I've never watched it.
It's amazing.
Oh, well, oh man, I have to watch it.
I like how Hitler declares war immediately on the U.S. right after they bomb Pearl Harbor. That's so funny. They probably already knew that they were going to do it.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, Japan really wasn't helping Russia. Well, I guess that was actually later. I guess they invaded.
Japanese always found the Germans unreliable because they had some not really written agreements on mutual support, and the Germans had disappointed them before. And I didn't really find them reliable.
Yeah. You think if it was more, you think it would have been more obvious to attack the Soviet Union. Like that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
existed, yeah.
I'm sticking to the whole thing. I bet the Nazis. I bet they knew that the Japs were going to bomb Pearl Harbor. I'll bet.
Oh, gave him a heads up.
I'll bet you they knew.
I mean, the Russians certainly wouldn't have gotten any oil out of it. So that's kind of the reason. I guess they say that's why they attacked the U.S. as they wanted. I don't see how attacking the U.S. stopped them at all, to be honest with you. I don't see how they got any oil out of Southwest Asia. I don't know. I mean, I guess they wanted to expand, and I mean, they did kind of. I don't think they understood the U.S. The U.S. was kind of pacifist then, honestly. So I can kind of see why they thought if they gave us a big blow, then we just give up. Because a lot of countries just gave up, honestly. You know, they had taken over a lot of stuff, and it did take us a while to get our act together.
Then negotiate peace.
Yeah, it really did take a while to fight the Japanese. It took like, you know, we had to get better fighters, make more ships. And then even then it was a close call. Like Midway wasn't exactly a slam dunk, you know. So
Yeah, it was more bad luck on the side of the Japanese, and well,
good luck on our part. Yeah, very good luck. Yeah.
The whole peace thing though with the Japs, with us, you know, the whole thing is, well, you guys did side with Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the big issue too is that it wasn't really clear we could surrender to the Japanese, even if we could have. Like, it didn't make sense really. I mean, it was like, I don't know what we would have like. It didn't really make sense to make a peace treaty with them because they just seemed to want to take over everything. So it's kind of like, well, we didn't really have a choice, to be honest. It was just like either fight or just wait for them to invade California, I guess.
Germany wanted Europe and Japan wanted Asia, pretty much. It seems like
they sliced the world up like a big pie. They were like, I want that piece and I want that piece. And then they wanted more. It was gonna be the Soviets too. Yeah, you know, like they were all allied. They probably all sat down and divided up the whole world. And then they wanted the Russians sure too. They're like a fat kid that wants even more. Like they already have a big piece, who doesn't want a bigger piece. So they're like, I want more.
Japan probably promised Germany and Italy free sushi.
Oh yeah, unlimited free
for friendship.
The offer of free sushi.
and the Japanese government really didn't trust the Germans.
Okay. Well, they did ally together, so it's not the best framework for having
But that
an ally.
alliance wasn't really such a strong alliance.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
that
think
thing.
there was something about trying to get German equipment, and it was delivered. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's all you ever hear about. Like the Germans, they gave him the shoe design, they gave him the tiger design, they gave him the big charge design. And the Japanese are like, whatever. Can you help us invade the Soviet Union? No, I think we'll attack you. Fuck off.
Yeah, that World War II in color documentary, it shows like some old footage from like 1936 or 37. Shows a bunch of like, it's when the Germans went over there and they had like a little meeting or gathering or whatever. And showed a bunch of little Japanese kids holding swastika flags.
Oh wow, they were all pumped. Like, hey, turn out the
Oh.
It gets people excited, that's for sure. I mean, that's pretty much why there's a problem with it today. People just want something to be excited about, and they see that red and black flag, and they're just like, oh, wow. You know, that's why.
Ooh, let's
that's
put
why,
that rising sun with that. That would look good together.
Yeah, they have the same color, red, white, black. Yeah. We should just change our flag to that and get over this. People love that combination so much. We'll change the blue. We'll do black instead of blue stripe.
I will say those two flags do kind of like look like they kind of go together in a way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? They kind of have like an evil like thing
Oh, man,
to
the
it.
Germans were very fashion conscious, and the Japanese too. They always they wanted to look great. You know, the Germans, they had like multiple dress uniforms and stuff. They had like that brown uniform, and yeah, it's kind of funny actually. It's like all like tough and military and bomb stuff, and then the end game for it is it's like, let's wear this really stiffy outfit and put little gold jewelry on it and go out to a ball.
Then hail some guy named Adolf.
Yes. Yeah, and carrying a poster of a guy
Who has a
around
ridiculous
in your
mustache.
pocket. Yeah. Here's a picture of a guy with a mustache.
Show this to Hideki Tojo. He'll probably like him.
Do you love this dude? Do you love him? Here's a picture to carry around in your pocket. Look at it all the time. Yeah.
Hideki will love you, Adolf.
Quite popular back then before it ruined it.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, the little mustache. Oh, yeah.
Chapman was furious about Hitler's stuff.
I think you'll say they got the Nazis from silent films without Romans. They were supposed to be a copy of the Roman salute. I don't know if that's true or
I'm
not.
not sure, but yes, they were very media conscious.
Yeah. Well, the swastika was a popular symbol. There's a Coke ad with a swastika from like the 1920s or whatever. It was just a fun decorative symbol people used, you know.
Didn't Germany take that swastika and just like flip it or something, and as like sarcasm or something to that, or
No, I think it was just a straight up swastika. I mean, I guess potentially you could draw a connection between some of the mysticism, I guess, had to do with India and like the Aryans. So they like went to Nepal. This idea they were like a master race or something. And the Indians have that also. They have a swastika. So I mean, I guess there's an idea there's like you call them like runes. I don't know. I'm not a there's many things people say about it. Unfortunately, there's also a half a century of information and disinformation about everything about Nazis, so it's pretty hard to know what's going on.
I love those World War II documentaries.
Yeah, I never know if I'm hearing the truth about things. Yeah.
The person's YouTube channel is World at War, and I'm subscribed to them, and they got like tons of documentaries on their channal.
Yeah, there's definitely some great. It's a fun. I enjoy it. It's like a whole world of interviews. I mean, like compared to some things, I enjoy it. It's like so there's like it all comes together because it's like you know if you play football, it's football. But I like how World War II has like firearms and it touches a lot of. I mean, it touches. You know, at people's lives with like World War II interviews and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw you running around there. That was a good thing to hide in the field. I do like, now, you got to admit it, so this does have awesome coverage. It's got a whole field. It's one reason why I wanted to play this too, is to see the big field. It's got such a nice field of, Oh, that's the Allied. Nice kill. Nice kill. Yeah, I like how World War II connects everything. And it feels less fake than other games, like you say. That's the problem. Like, I've played sci-fi games before, where there's like aliens and laser rifles, and it's fun for a while, but it doesn't really connect anything. You know, like, you can talk to people all over the world, some of these things are really the better games, whereas like, you know, if you're playing sci-fi,
Oh no!
about laser rifles. I mean, Star Wars is not bad, I guess. Yeah, that is cool. That game did look like the market has that Star Wars. There are some good Star Wars. I think Star Wars games out there too, stuff. I guess these guys really didn't like this map. I didn't think they'd be so hardcore about not downloading. Oh, they went back to Call of Duty. Oh well.
Mm.
I will. Well, you know, I said Pegasus. You know, I'm not trying to be a hard ass here. I'm not trying to. We can just, but they have to communicate. I mean, they're all admins, so I'll just let it go. I'm not here to be. I'm not here to be in charge.
I'm surprised Grabby's lenient though on that stuff though.
Yeah. Well, they've been around a long time. I mean, he made Smithy an admin.
That is true.
I mean, what is he gonna do? You know, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think he cares. Honestly, they're just. They want to
When is he
play.
on anyway? I
mean,
don't
he
think
don't-
he
yeah.
cares that much anyway.
I mean, he cared about secret weapons. I guess they would recruit. They had like a war against those. Like, it was pretty damn annoying, to be honest with you. It was like every day. Because back then, secret weapons was like quieter and pixels and things. Now it's switched over with this troll and everything, so it's kind of switched over, honestly.
Why does the railway station have a Russian sign?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't figure it out. I did notice that, but there's a limit to how much you can invade it. I guess it was just static.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You know, one thing I have noticed out of Prince Eugene, man, he's been doing some really good team play when he's on my team.
Well,
Good.
there's only one reason why I don't want people to die. There's such good players here that play on the server. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing. Like, they have like strategy and stuff.
Mhm.
And they didn't apologize. I feel like Ozzy now. Chicken, are you gonna apologize? He didn't apologize. That was like a big question. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. He doesn't. I guess he cheated. I don't know why he did that though. He turned around and shot my team, and it was just like, what? Maybe he thought I shot him. Maybe that was it. Because he got tank assisted. He got tank assisted. And then I was trying to shoot the infantry. Then he turned around, and I thought he was going to shoot the guy who he shot me. So, I don't, maybe that was it. Maybe he thought I was shooting his tank. I don't know why he would think that though, because he was like, there was a big time difference. Like, he was just driving along and he got tank assisted. And then it was like, 10 or 15 seconds later, I shot at the guy who, I maybe...
Accidents happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's not the most talkative person. It's best to assume, like, the fog of war or whatever. It's just hard. Oh, wow, we got... Oh, the Stuka's out. Dang.
He crashed.
Oh, wow, he's coming back.
And you are right though. I mean, why didn't Japan start attacking Russia, or at least try?
I
I
think
think
it's
they
right.
had a treaty with them. I think they had some non-aggression treaty.
A secret treaty with Russia. That's weird. Well,
Yeah,
you know, they were all allies.
I'm sure.
The Axis,
I'm
the
sure that
original
didn't go
Axis.
over well if Hitler found that one out.
Maybe the Japanese didn't like them. There was like another secret agreement that all three of them signed. Like, we all know about the Molotov agreement, whatever that one. Maybe there was another one. They were all supposed to be friends, and then the Russians, the Japanese. Well, why would the Japanese even like the Russians? They fought like they hated them. They were fighting all the day. They just fought at each other. You
Yeah,
would
but
think
they
they would.
did
Yeah.
need another front at the north of their new conquests.
Well, they were certainly looking to do something with America, and that's even harder. I mean, to beat the U.S., you had to get all the way over, across the Pacific, and all the way across. I mean, even if you did basic arithmetic based on population, it's a big slog. That's a
No,
big
I
fight.
think they figured they could possibly just take away all the colonies in Asia and then make peace.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, apparently so. Yeah.
Or
I agree.
just
Yeah.
use the colonies they've gotten to build up their war machine in
I
a way
think
that
the
they could
Japanese
just do
was
it.
like, it's like when one person wants to be friends and the other person doesn't. The Germany did that a lot actually, because they like Finland. They handed Finland over to the Soviet Union, and then later they wanted to be friends with Finland, and they were all like, "Well, can we be friends now?" And I mean, if I was Finland, I'd be like, "Fuck off!" Like what?
And Finland
Like,
also wasn't
feel
too
like,
happy
screw
about
you,
being
buddy.
allied.
What's that?
Finland also wasn't too happy about being allied with the Nazis.
Yeah,
I think they were
kinda
also
got
very
bored.
reserved about it. They took some of the equipment and the other the military aid, but otherwise they were very reserved about it.
Well, they didn't really have much choice. I mean, the thing is, they weren't really. I mean, it would be like if
Yeah, they
it was just
had to
very
deal with a
weird.
Russian invasion, and well, there was no way anyone else.
Yeah, they didn't have that. It would be like if the U.S. Japan after Pearl Harbor, you know, when they wanted to invade, like, you know, like it'd be like a weird. That was weird. That's a weird thing to hand them over. Like you don't give it, you hand them over to be invaded, and then you fight off your invaders. And it's like, oh, we're friends. You want to help us invade? I guess it's like it pushes the idea of the enemy of your enemy is your friend to the max. Just in the sense that they basically said, well, did you want to invade Russia? The Finns didn't really invade Russia all the way though. They stopped. And you wonder if that would have made a difference with Russia. Kept going north. I don't know.
And I'm
And
surprised.
they only wanted their territory back.
Yeah, that's all they did. They took the territory. You're right. They took the territory and then stopped. Yeah.
I'm surprised the
Yeah.
Japanese didn't ignore that treaty with Russia or whatever.
I mean, I've never heard of a basis for a treaty. If there was, it was secret. I've never heard of that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because you would think that Germany and Japan were supposed to be allies. Maybe it was just that because Germany had betrayed Russia, Japan, like MCL says, they just didn't trust the Germans, so they weren't going to really help them. So it was just basically like if Germany wanted to give them shit, fine, but they weren't going to like care really. I mean, honestly, it's not really a good endorsement to be allies with Germany after they betrayed Russia, because it was like they were supposed to be friends. It went pretty well. I mean, they took over Poland at least. I mean, the
Also,
Russians.
apparently the Japanese had quite realistic views about the German successes in their war effort. So at some point they saw the German bloods coming and tried to get around.
It has to be pretty. I mean, to figure that, I think they were losing 1941. I'm not sure. 42 thought was going to happen. I mean, they really had for fighting. I mean, the British were losing. So, I mean, they didn't really stick around in North Africa until late 42, really. It was another year before things got better. I don't know. You know, like you say, secret. I don't know. Decide all this. Like, wait, no, we're not friends with you. Now you're friends with these other countries. And then the you know, then at the end of the Cold War, it's like, you know how we were friends then? Now we're not friends anymore. Now we're gonna have a Cold War now. It's like, just make up your mind or whatever.
And it's like Hitler declaring war on the U.S. after Pearl Harbor. It's like, man, are you sure you want to do that, man? You, are you sure you want to fucking play with fire?
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have enough enemies already. They were
I
fighting
mean, to be
Russia.
back then, Germany was a business partner.
That's true, yeah. Well, that all went south then. Yeah. I mean, they said he was on amphetamine. Or like his dog, they were giving him drugs. And that does seem he's just like a drug addict. It doesn't make any sense. It's just these crazy stuff. It's like, you know,
Ego.
I've taken over all of Western Europe. You know what I should do next? Let's invade Asia. And I'm like, yeah. It's like somebody like just smoking dope. I can just imagine him taking a big deep smoke of something and be like, yeah. And now
Yeah,
like,
he
declare
certainly
war
was
on-
smoking crack or something.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I know we haven't used defeated Russia basically. Let's just declare war on everybody. Now, let's just go for it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's come in.
The war lasts until like 1960 or some shit.
Yeah, he's like, unquote, fuck this. Let's just declare war on everybody. I can drop somebody. Screw this. I'm going to. He like goes like to the mountains and just like Eagles and that. You're like, screw this. I'm going to Eagles. We're just gonna hang out there. I give up. Commander, should we invade another country? Yeah, just do it. I don't care.
Invade the North Pole.
Yeah, they did that. Didn't they invade the Arctic? I'm pretty sure that's not made up. They had like Nazi
I think
bases
one
in
of
the
the
Arctic.
first captured Enigma machines was a ship that was maintaining a weather station somewhere far north.
Wow.
I believe it. Wow, interesting. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's behind that. What was that called? White Beach Raid or something like that. They were trying to get coastal. I don't think they were trying to get into D-Day. They were trying to get stuff out, I guess. And sometimes you can do things the sneaky way. Sometimes you do things the hard way, you know.
And sometimes they make dumb decisions
And sometimes people just do dumb shit.
and declare war on the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably what lost the war right there.
Yeah.
When they did that, it's like, well, you just sealed your fate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, that really hurt them a lot, honestly. Because then, like I said, the U.S. was kind of sticking things out, and then it was like, oh, it's on now. I don't know, it just came on here. So, like, finally, that's what to do now. Yeah. We didn't start this. I don't know. So, their planes are really bad.
Yeah, did they make their planes out of bricks?
Yeah. Yeah. They just didn't have good engines. The Germans, they had a really good engine, 109. The French did not. So. They had a decent sized Air Force with some okay planes, but they just didn't have enough of them. And they didn't have, the 109 was just, like I said, it was just a little bit ahead of the curve on horsepower and everything. So, what was weird,
pretty much
weird, just a few years earlier, Polish and Italian fighter planes were really well respected. The Polish one was really advanced when it came out, and the Italians were winning a lot of competitions, and they had some really nice engines. But it all kind of, and then the British and Germans had better engines, so it was very, very interesting how things. Yeah, the Italians, they really did not have much. Really. But it started wars few years earlier, then, but I mean, that's the thing. Is the they totally had. I'm sure they were crunching the numbers, so they waited till they had a decent fighter. You know, that's the advantage of starting the war is they waited till they had, you know, a decent advantage on things. Maybe not the advantage they wanted, but enough, certainly. Finally got the bleed down.
But the limits of already started when they have conflict with well, currently we're up against. It was pretty much at the range limit of every German plane back then.
Yeah, that was not as well pointed out. Well, that's one of the criticisms of Hitler is that he was more tactical than efficient. So it was just kind of like he would just bite off a little bit. So like they bit off, you know, they did France, but they really didn't have enough stuff. They really weren't really very well set up to actually fight England. You know, they didn't have enough ships. They didn't have any long-range fighters. But, I mean, I wouldn't call one of them a long-range fighter by any stretch. I mean, what did they have, like 10 minutes of combat, air combat time over England? It was not very good. Maybe they were counting on the 110 to be a better fighter than it was. I mean, the idea of a heavy fighter is a lot more well then than it is now. And it was only after they took a lot of losses. The 110 took a lot of losses. The idea of the heavy fighter went out of fashion, design and they didn't really have a lot of. Maybe they didn't expect to win. Maybe it was just kind of like they went all in on France and they just didn't expect to be such a big success. One for the history.
Second World War was the What was before? There were small wars with one side often using outdated equipment, and the last big air war was World War I, where they all were flying biplanes made out of sticks and canvas.
No, not World War I. The tactics hadn't come together yet. I mean, you had fighter combat, and you had a lot of the elements. I mean, people say this Spanish War was bombing. I don't know, though, from the fighter standpoint. What were the 109s fighting? What did the Spanish have? You're right, it's kind of one-sided.
Yeah, Spain, weren't they? They were Axis, weren't they?
Yeah, the Spanish Civil War, the Germans.
The Civil War, the Spanish Republic. No idea if they had any own equipment or if they were buying it. I suppose they had some hand-me-downs from other countries.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot. It was like 109. There was a German bot, like the Heinkel biplane, like DT-51. It's actually a very interesting warfare. I forget what the other side of Spain had. They had, I don't know what they had.
And Germany wasn't selling anything to the Spanish Republic.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Is this your tank, by the way?
Nope.
Okay, I just.
And what is the exact reason why they wouldn't sell anything to this the Republic?
I mean, Spanish Republic was in the progress of being conquered by the Spanish fascists.
Well, the Germans were backing.
Yeah.
They bombed, I guess, Guernica or something. That's the first big. That was the sign. That's why people say it was the first sign of World War II, because they bombed. They bombed Rotterdam, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. I haven't studied it. I never got into this Spanish Civil War, to be honest with you. So only tangential. That World War II program sometimes.
I like the Manchurian War too.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Spanish Civil War was the Republic was half-assedly supported by the democratic countries, and well, the fascists had full-hearted support of the fascist countries.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think what happened in Syria was the start of World War
Yeah,
II, but
the
it's
Spanish
definitely
Civil War.
worth knowing about. Yeah. That would be a cool map, though, to have a Manchuria 1930, summer of 1939 with we've got all the stuff for it. We've got DC-7, T-26. We've got that little Japanese tank.
And
So
the
you
Chinese
could-
were also using German equipment of all things for partly.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen
I
pictures
mean,
of
yeah.
Chinese soldiers in German helmets.
Sure,
From back
absolutely.
then.
Yeah. Well, you had, I mean, Chinese, you had, I guess, German-backed people in Japan. Certainly not the communists. I mean, that's who ended up doing a lot of fighting.
Yeah, I mean, the
Well,
Chinese
they-
communists only got big after World War II.
It depends on the time frame, because they were fighting each other, and then the U.S. backed the communists. So early on, I guess, the fascists, or the other attack, it was a really weird thing. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, there's World War II, and then there's World War II for China. That is the whole
Yeah,
other
China is huge.
You need like that.
China
you need
is,
like
is,
a college.
huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge country that doesn't even have
I'm-
one uniform language.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
really
I guess there'd
surprised.
be like a Civil War aspect if things like
I'm really surprised China didn't get way more involved in World War II.
Yeah.
As
they were
big
like
as they are, I mean,
Yeah.
they would have to
Yeah.
have a huge military. I mean,
They were
huge.
like
The problem
they
was
were
that
like
the
the
military
70s,
was
yeah.
busy with all the warring factions inside China.
The problem was they were really back. It was like and they were having a civil war. So it was like they were like a 15th century country. You know, they didn't have anything. They had they were all a self. And then so they were just very backwards there. They had like, I mean, today, I mean, they were having a civil war, like continent.
Pick up that tweet for us.
Oh, we got visitors. Hey guys.
Hey!
Oh, hey,
Good
Cat
evening.
Hun. Hi, Fire
Greetings.
Soldier.
Great to see you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. We
Yeah,
missed you.
say hello.
Cool.
Nice. Hey, sorry, I said a different. If you don't like the map, we can change it. I said Pegasus
Map
next.
not found.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the new map.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
get it. It just came out last week. It's the new France map.
It's a pretty damn good map, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth down there. I wanted to kind of like like just download it because it's pretty bad.
What's streaming?
Somewhere in France.
Yep.
France. Okay. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Not really.
Is that something bad?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But he asked you very politely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We monsieur. What does that mean? Yeah. You say yes to everything. Oui.
Oui, monsieur.
Non. That's the only French words I know.
No.
Yes, no.
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 No. No.
That's how I learn language. Battlefield. Oh no, I know all my languages.
Ah,
It's like the worst combination of a foreign language. It's like these weird, like, it's like yes, no, and shoot something. It's like there's a thing. It makes no sense. Normally you learn like where's the map. You like you learn how to swear in school in French. I don't know that.
Merde is the only word you use.
Now that I know. Yeah, that's like it.
But I think that's also an FH.
Yeah, that probably is.
When you're
actually.
French and you die, sometimes he says merde.
Yeah, they have a voice command that says, do you want to come to the sex party, monsieur, or something like that. Of course, they say it in French, you know. Just typical French expression, you know. please bring cocaine and champagne to our party later.
Check the bell tower.
I think that the more normal way for propositioning people in for sex in France is you don't ask them if they want to have sex. You say how much does it cost. It's okay. Our French players always make French players, so I'm.
Like the French.
No, I'm just kidding them. That's all. That's our French players constantly. You remember the Bosniak? He was the most foul mouth. He put Blumhack to shame.
In the southern United States, like in Louisiana, we got like the Cajun, like the French, like down in that area in our.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's not much French here in the U.S., but there's actually, I mean, that's what I was saying about
Louisiana.
Cajun food. Yeah. Some of our better American, or more interesting. Well, it's a famous type of American food is. In Louisiana they call it Cajun or Creole food, like very French.
okay.
Yep, there's a lot of people that speak French in Louisiana.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They just straight up speak old French. Yeah. Well, but again, don't talk smack there. You'll get they'll make you into souffle. No, they don't do that. That's very, very polite.
Yeah, it's really interesting with all the immigrants from various European countries that there are some really old dialects of those European languages still spoken in the US.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff. Well, that's what's weird.
A lot of Italians went to New York.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what's weird. Like people here, they remember like the way we have the culture. It's from the time they left. Like it's not the way it is now. So it can be really weird. Like you look at like.
Sécurité.
Oh, nice. 10 players. Cool. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yep.
We're worried you
I
guys
agree.
have to
Welcome.
buy. I mean, not that we requested, but it's always nice when people want to play here, because, well,
Of course.
we're down for this now. Yeah, I'm excited to play this new map. I can't, there's not really much 1940 World War II map. Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, man. I said, is Pegasus okay, guys, for next match? You're saying?
Yeah, Pegasus.
I recently found a video on YouTube
I know.
about German-speaking Texans, and well, they have some interesting words because, well, when they came there, nobody had ever seen a skunk before.
Fire.
Thought,
That's funny.
that looks a bit like a cat, but it stinks.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
it's called Stinkkatze, which means stink cat.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, they found out that even monkeys, when they moved these endangered monkeys to Texas, and they invented a vocalization
Bell tower
for
fire.
rattlesnakes-
Watch
for,
it.
for rattlesnakes. Yeah, that is neat when people move.
I think there's somebody up
Yeah.
there.
A stink cat. That's funny. Yeah,
Maybe somebody found a kitten. Oh, look,
Yeah.
I found a kitten.
Pas plus.
yeah. That fits well with our French thing. Peppy Le Pew is a skunk, right? That's the famous cartoon character, right? I think so. I remember my Looney Tunes, right? We finally get this
Hi,
match kills me. We
Kenny.
finally get 20 fucking people on it, and now it's ending. Damn it! It was a fucking goddamn map.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now you
good.
get three
Wow,
good kills
cool.
at the end. Wow, nice score. I should give a medal to that thing. 83 kills. See, that's a good map. That's good. You know who would like this is Schmitty. Schmitty, I bet Schmitty would like this because he likes maps that are intense with lots of fighting. You know, I can understand that. We were talking about that style of
True.
game
Like
earlier.
Berlin.
Yeah, he
That's
likes
stalling,
like
right?
Prez, Berlin, anything where you get that nonstop quick kill, but like Peggy. That's why I said Peggy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Yeah,